Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over Castor Maritime Inc., ticker symbol CTRM. Now, these guys have been very busy as of recent. They have acquired two new ships, which I think is very bullish news for this company. As things start to reopen, we are going to see a lot more deliveries on the ocean front and globalized from companies like CTRM. So that is very big news for them. So we're going to be going over that later in the video. I'll be telling you guys why we are so bullish on this, and I will also be going over some technical analysis on this stock and some price predictions later in the video as well. But before we get into any of that, I want you guys to go ahead and give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. I always appreciate the support from you guys. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for that. And also, I have my Instagram linked down below if you would be interested in following that. I post new details about this channel daily. So if you want to learn more stuff about this channel, please go follow that as well. But let's get right into this daily chart here on Castor Maritime to kind of describe what's going on. We had price around the $18.18 mark here. We kind of bounce off of this 50 EMA to take a cross over the 200 EMA. We get another bounce off the 200 EMA to kind of come up. We have a very, very high run up coming all the way up to around $1.96. And then again, we kind of follow the market's recent movement down all the way down to touch back on this 50 EMA. Enter kind of again in this consolidation hour area. So however, we get a good rejection off this. And now we kind of took this as a price point, a good support to continue up. And today we're up about 1.5% on CTRM, looking good to continue bullish. But let's get right into this news about the two acquisitions of these ships that I discussed previously. We have an article here from Globe Newswire. Castor Maritime Inc. announces new vessel acquisition and the delivery of M&T Wonder Polaris. So what this company basically is a diversified global shipping company, and they just basically bring all kinds of bulk around the world on their huge carriers. And what they recently acquired as a ship, they announced that it entered through a separate wholly owned subsidiary into an agreement to purchase a 2011 Japanese-built Castor Max dry bulk carrier from an unaffiliated third party for a purchase price of $16.85 million. Now that's huge because they are now showing us that they're trying to bring in new carriers to their fleet so they can ship out even more goods and bring in more revenue to the company. The acquisition is expected to be consummated by taking delivery of the vessel sometime between the second and third quarter of this year and is subject to the satisfaction of certain customary closing conditions. So that is looking like they are focusing more on the later half of this year, second and third quarter, so of 2021. So they'll be looking for things to start to reopening more around that time, so they can start doing more deliveries. And I think this company right here is a big reopening stock as things starting to open up more and restrictions start to be reduced. This will be a big stock moving forward. The company also announced that on March 11th, 2021, it took delivery of the MT Wonder Polaris, the 2005 Korean-built Aframax LR2 tanker it had agreed to acquire as previously announced on February 11th, 2021. The M&T Wonder Polaris is currently employed under a time charter contract with minimum duration of about 1 year at a minimum gross daily hire of $15,000, and they acquired it with entirely from cash on hand. So they're definitely showing some strength here in the company, bringing in two huge new vessels with cash that they have, from the business to then add to this fleet so they can ship out even more bulk across the world. So I think this is a huge bullish move for this company, and they're really showing us that in the latter half of 2021, they will be looking to even ship more things, distribute more things across the world, which I think is huge. We also have some words here from the CEO. We are pleased to announce our 8th vessel acquisition in 2021 with the addition of another Castor Max dry bulk vessel, our 5th to Castor's fleet. Upon the completion of our recently announced acquisitions, our fleet will consist of 14 vessels. So they're definitely, super glad to be adding these vessels to the fleet. Be definitely looking forward to this moving forward. Great words coming from the CEO. I really do like that. But let's kind of touch on this full fleet, see all of the things that they have. They say here, on a fully delivered basis, Castor will have a fleet of 14 vessels with an aggregate capacity of 1.3 million DWT, consisting of one Cape-size, 5 Kamsar-Max, and 6 Panamax dry bulk vessels, and 2 Aframax tankers. Where we refer to information on a fully delivered basis, we are referring to such information after giving effect to the successful consummation of our recent vessel acquisitions. So they are definitely adding to this fleet, trying to show us, hey, we are adding more ships. We are expecting, as restrictions come down or reduced and we are allowed for more global trade, we are definitely looking to ship more. So obviously, this is a company that was hit very hard in 2020, considering the circumstances a lot of companies were. However, in 2019, the year prior, this was actually, a profitable company, and they're expecting, as restrictions get removed, to be back at those profits. So they are acquiring more vessels with cash that they have. This is definitely showing that we think as these restrictions get reduced, for global trade, we are going to be able to move more bulk across the world, guys, which I think is a super bullish sentiment for this stock. And I could definitely see this stock, jumping up to close even like $5, $6, $7. I can definitely see the stock jumping up huge with restrictions being reduced and these new ships being acquired. But let's get into some technical analysis on this stock and some price points that I think we can start to look for here. So definitely a strong support was showed here at the 50 EMA when we got a strong rejection. And you can see here, past price action definitely was using this as a support as well. But I think another strong support here, where price definitely resistor, could not close below. And also it definitely jumped above this as resistance in the past as well. So these are two huge zones on the daily. We're looking currently at some longer term kind of trades here on the daily chart, but we will be getting into some short term trades for those who are interested in that. Now, the next kind of resistance that I want to look at is definitely right around here, where this wick kind of comes up, and it looks like we're testing this resistance currently today, rejecting off of this. And then in past price action, we definitely have a couple tests coming up to here as well. So that's kind of a price point, entry point that you guys could be looking at for some bullish momentum. If we do get strong confirmations of closes above this daily resistance here at 108, we'll be definitely looking in this area to be taking some buys for those long-term investors. And then our next kind of resistance that we would be looking at for price to come up to would be around 130. So this is a pretty big range, but we'll definitely be looking for some closes, some good bullish confirmations above 108. And then our next kind of daily resistance will be at the peak around 175. This is kind of the areas that I'm looking at as resistances for long-term kind of plays. However, let's get into some shorter term. We can look here on the 30-minute. Here we are definitely trading above the 200 and the 50 EMA, which is good showing for some bullish momentum. But let's use those kind of as a support to see if we come back down and test those areas. We can see we're very close. The 50 is now crossing up above the 200 EMA, which again is some bullish momentum. But again, I think those of you looking to get in who are not in yet will be looking anywhere above 108 for some bullish confirmations. And then our probably first price target would be around here based on previous price action. Here at about, let's say 116 is probably our next kind of partial profit that we'll be looking at. And then we can take it again to our next daily target here at 130. And above that, we can see here past price action is showing resistance around 153, 150. So let's kind of play this out to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking. We're looking for anything above 108. So if we do get a close, some good bullish confirmation above 108, we'll be looking to take it about here. Anything above 108 we like is a strong confirmation to continue bullish. We'll be taking this to about 116. So that's about an 8-cent kind of range, maybe 9 or 7 cents. But and then we'll be, I think putting your stop loss right above these candles here would be a good kind of price range to go below the support, give you some room to go down. However, if we do start to get closes back below this support, I would recommend getting out fully of this position if you are in for a short-term trade. Be very wary. This will show as some bearish confirmations. If we continue to go below the support, it will then test it again as resistance. So if we do come above the support or this resistance, making it a support, we will then take it to our next resistance here at 116. And then from there, if we do continue bullish, we get good confirmations above 116. We'll be taking it to our next price target at 131. So then price would then be at 116 here, and then we have this huge stop loss. Again, this is very repetitive probably on this channel if you have listened to me before, but for you new people, we do not like our stop losses being this big. This gives you a lot of range to go back into a drawdown and lose some money. So as we continue to move price up to our price targets, we also trail our stop loss. I do it based on candle formations. However, some people like to do a percentage of their position. That is totally up to you. Whichever one is fine, as long as you are trailing your stop loss and ensuring gains. But let's get back to kind of this play. We'll be then looking to take it to 131, moving up as we go. If we get, again, good confirmations above 131, we'll be looking to take it to 153, which is our next price target. At 153, we'll be moving price to 131. And again, same thing, consistently trail your stop loss as price moves up. You'll be looking either at a percentage of what you're risking, or also I do personally, based on candles where they are located below this support here. Obviously, I can't show you where the candles will be. I can't read the future, but maybe I'll make a video about that in the future. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But then again, kind of keep this same pattern. We'll be moving up to 175 for our final price target, and then moving price will be at 153. We'll then be moving our stop loss to somewhere below this then created support at 153. So that is kind of the play for short term if you guys are interested in that. And that is all the value that I have for you guys considering CTRM, Castor, Maritime, Inc. But if you enjoyed this video, please give a like on the channel, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we put out a new video. Thank you again, guys, for the support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. And also, I have my Instagram link down below if you are wanting to follow that. But as always, have an excellent day. Get some gains in the market today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.